Hi, it's Nick McNamara, Caitlin Gutierrez. Today we're talking with Caitlin about her event company, Caitlin Gutierrez Events. If you want to get a hold of her, it's hi@CaitlinGutierrezEvents.com is the best way to get a hold of her. Caitlin and I have been working together for about 5 years now, off and on different projects. And I'm just thrilled to have you here post-COVID, post-Halloween. Kind of rolling through things.
Yeah.
Did you have a good Halloween?
Did. Very busy with the kids.
Very busy, and it didn't rain, but we thought it was.
I know, it didn't rain. It was good.
Yeah.
It was a nice, solid Halloween after the pandemic, and it felt good to be out again.
Yes, and then right back into what we're up to. And I mean, you're an event planner working in Marin, Napa, Sonoma, and San Francisco specifically, and that's by design?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. I've lived all over the U.S. and I honestly think, not biased at all, that we live in one of the most beautiful places in the U.S. And so why not just stay here and plan amazing events? We have ocean, mountains, the city, we have wineries, it's all here. So I just, really want to focus on producing amazing events in my hub, in my place where I call home.
Just a specialist.
Basically, yeah.
I mean, there's so much going on here, and practicing real estate, there's so many little neighborhoods and nuances.
Yeah.
I mean, having somebody be able to like pick a destination when somebody's just like, I'm not quite sure, but I want to be creative in that space, and then you be able to kind of create that for them is one of the most like fascinating things about what you do, because it's it's a lot of creating.
Yes.
So what would be like an ideal like client interaction, or like what an interaction with you and a client would be, and like what would be like a step up event for you, something that you were like, this would be a dream event?
I just love a client who wants to do something new and different, something out of the box. We can always do like a wedding. There, it's kind of a formula. You have a band, you have the caterer, and you have your ceremony, and you have a beautiful winery venue. I mean, we can always do that, and it will always end up amazing just because of where we are. Yeah. And we're surrounded by, great scenery and amazing, food and wine. You can't go wrong. However, I do love it when a client comes to me and wants to do something like completely different, be it just add something like a cool, I don't know, a little donkey carrying drinks, as their guests arrive, or hiring a fun performer for their corporate event. Just doing something that kicks it up a notch and is totally unexpected. I'm all in. And
then do you have like a size niche that you like to work with? I know I've seen you do like larger scale events and just out of the park. Is that kind of your niche that you're working into? Something like that?
I feel like I've done it all. I mean, I've survived Salesforce. So, I mean, I've done it all. I like, a good size between 100 and 150. I feel like that always feels really good, be it corporate, social, wedding. I can do smaller, like if somebody wants to do a baby shower or a bridal shower, I'm happy to help out with that. But I do enjoy kind of being a little bit more challenged and putting on these like bigger, larger events.
Yeah. I think it's great to have that dynamic, to have the baby shower element done really, really well, and then you have like the large scale event world like covered in that space. So like just having that would be a great introduction to Caitlin. I mean, you're sitting here meeting her for the first time, and I wish I could listen to what you want me to ask her. But I mean, we've been friends for years now, and I mean, reaching out would be literally the first step. She's absolutely fantastic, and kind of teeing up those events is just one of the best things I've got to interact with you like firsthand.
We've been in the trenches together.
Yeah, exactly. I've never asked, like, how did you end up in Nevada? I know that you and your husband met in Atlanta.
Yeah, we met in Atlanta. So I'm originally from Napa. born in Vallejo, raised in Napa,
Okay.
and went to school in Southern California. And then after college, after my econ degree, of course, I did not go into that field.
Same degree, definitely not an economist.
No, so I ended up going into restaurant management,
Right.
coming from Napa. That's kind of like everyone is involved in hospitality in some sort of way. It's like in our blood or something. So ended up working for a big restaurant group and working all over the US. So I got transferred to New York, Miami, Arizona, Southern California several times. So I was living in Atlanta and on a bachelorette party in Lake Tahoe. And my husband, who's from Novato, was on a bachelor party.
Yeah.
And then we met there in Tahoe and ended up, he was the one.
Yeah.
And so I actually got a transfer like a month after dating him to go to Southern California. So we were like, this could work.
Yeah.
And ended up, we've been together ever since.
Yeah.
And he got me to move back to Marin, to
Yeah.
Novato, to his hometown. And my parents are thrilled because
Yeah.
I'm 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
But it's awesome, and I love raising our family here, and it's great because we're 30 minutes from the city, 30 minutes from Sonoma, 45 minutes from Napa. It's a pretty sweet spot.
Yeah, just a total local specialist by design.
Yes.
I really respect that. I think your ability to say no and focus on what's important to you. I mean, yeah, you can go and you've got the experience to go out and do events all over the world, and just limiting your focus really creates this like wealth of knowledge. I mean, you're basically an event concierge.
Yeah, like an ambassador to this beautiful place. And I feel like Napa, Sonoma, Marin, it's all evolving. Like still, like so much cool stuff is happening here, and new places are popping up all the time, wineries or venues. And so I feel like I just want to like be a student of where we live.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's just so much more that like I can know about this place, and I want to be an expert.
Yeah.
So I just feel like if I, did destination weddings, or if I took on too many clients in a year, like I'm not devoting myself as much to like, each single event. So I'd rather just do smaller, do it in the place that I really like know like the back of my hand, and like produce, quality events, and do every event like 150%.
Yeah. I mean, it's like you're a local specialist site scout with all of these venues at your fingertips. I think that alone is one of the most valuable resources, especially in this area, is just to get a hold of Caitlin, ask her where the cool places are, and just start a conversation. Thank you so much.
All right,
for chatting with us today. I feel privileged just to be able to share Caitlin's experience with you. You're a valuable asset to our community, and thank you for what you do.
Thanks for having me, Nick.
Yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate it. Okay, thank you.
Caitlin Gutierrez Events. I'm Nick McNaboe with Team M&M Bay Area, a Compass team, and thank you for tuning in. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to Caitlin or myself.